Sun's starting to set now over Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the Cincinnati Reds. Which of these two will prevail? Next on the show. Billy Hamilton comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Center fielder, Billy Hamilton.
That's
a fastball here as he'll take a look at
ball
ball
one, no
one.
strike.
1-0. EK, as we look at the Cubs entering play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Not only that, but they've got a 2-0 lead here already, so this offense is really providing a big spark for their pitching staff.
Hey, plays it first. Plays it first.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Schwarber has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. Time now for a look at the hometown Reds starting lineup card in this one. What's the key for them to win this series opener, Steve?
Oh, you got to chip away. You're down by 2 after the top of the first, and that doesn't guarantee they're not going to score more runs as this game goes along, but find a way to get yourself back in this game.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Jose Peraza comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, let's go. Patty Johnson back there. Good umpire. I know some pitchers have felt the squeeze at times on the corners, but I still think he does a good job of rewarding guys for making good pitches.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit hard to short. Gloved by Russell. In time to first, and there are 2 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, if there's a ball hit out to center field in this one, and I'm the third base coach, I am not going to send him. He has a cannon out there in center field. Everybody knows it. We'll see if he gets a chance to show it off in this one.
The windup and the 0-1.
2 down here.
And Votto's able to lay off that one as the count turns even to 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
2 2-2 now.
Well, I just don't think he was expecting that one, and it was the perfect time to just take a little off.
And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2. Ken Williamson would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. And this pitch is lined softly here to the right side. Foul. Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. And a good job there to lay off. It's ball 4 as he becomes their first base runner of the ball game now with 2 away. Ken Williamson will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1.
Yeah, in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. A runner on first with 2 away. Drilled to the right side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, you got to start a streak somewhere, and he's well into this one now. A 6-game hit streak with that base hit. He's swinging the bat pretty good right now.
Hey, 2 down.
Scott Schebler is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. 2 down, runners at first and second. And this one's in the dirt. And this sails on him right down the line in left field.
Well, that's just a great job of alert base running right there. You can't just assume he's going to take third and stop there. So once that runner sees they're having trouble with it behind the plate, he just keeps right on going and scores from second base.
3-1 now. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You've got to make these guys earn it.
And he missed with it there. Ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Third baseman.
So striding in, Adam Duvall, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Ready with the 0-1 pitch.
Nope,
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. And this ball is crushed deep down the right field line. But this will land foul shy of the wall. The 1-2 pitch. And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball.
Yeah, and on 1 and 2, when you know the guy at the plate needs to protect, that's a great spot for that curveball. A lot of guys, they would have gone fishing for that.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Reds will be striding into the box. Darren James. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
James.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ground ball right side. Peraza in the hole. Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. They lead it 2-1.
Leading off for the Reds.
Kyle Waldrop will stand in. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's ball game. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Nope.
And he takes this one high. 1-1.
Here we go, guys.
One pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. This is hit softly to third. And oh, he can't knock this one down as it zips right by him into left.
Yeah, a hot shot that time and a tough read down there at third base. He just couldn't get the leather on it.
Go out here, huh?
Zach Cozart will dig in now. And as you can see, he's well over 300 here to start this new campaign. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. In for a strike. It's 1-1.
Even though that's a strike, that's still not a bad take because you're facing a guy that's already walked a few guys, so make him throw some more pitches. Run that pitch count up.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Drifting toward the third base dugout. And a rather easy first out. Homer Bailey comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Billy Hamilton is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0. The set and the 1-0 pitch. And he'll try to hold back the swing, but he'll do so unsuccessfully as that's ruled a strike. Just the second inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. Hit hard back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a one-run deficit here as the side is retired. Reds leave. Leading off the inning, Jose Peraza, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Into the windup and the pitch. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. Try to bunt his way on base here, but this will roll foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul.
No outs here.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with the bases empty, that's a right spot for that 0-2 pitch. Make him see if he'll chase that slider.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. Here it comes. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there.
Oh, that's what you call getting in tight with fastball.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. Therefore, it is Hayward now, one away.
And right here, you've got the right fielder shading just a bit towards the alley. And I thought he'd have too far to go to get this ball, but he does close quickly out there, and he makes the play near the line.
One down. One down.
In is Joey Votto now. There's a high pop-up. Rizzo is there for it.
I got it. I got it. I got it.
Two gone.
Now batting. Catcher.
Ken Williamson is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3.
Hey, come on now.
And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Just a touch outside. 1-2.
Yeah, that's the put-away curveball. A great pitch with 2 strikes. You start it in the zone and then let it work out and see if he'll chase.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Scott Schebler is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Plays at 1 now.
And he lays off there, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Swing and a miss as he ran that in on him. A ball and 2 strikes.
And sometimes you got to cut down a little stride against a guy who's throwing this hard. Either you take that leg kick completely out of the equation, or you get it started just a little bit quicker.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and there are some times where you characterize a pitch as a sweeping slider, but this one does not fall into that category. I mean, this is a nasty little break at the end. Tough to do anything with that.
One away.
Standing in now, Adam Duvall. As he'll line this one foul to the right side out of play, it's strike 1. slapped hard the opposite way. And that's into the outfield for a one-out base hit.
A pretty good swing there. You'll watch. Head stays down, ball gets deep in the zone, and he lets those hands lead the way, and he drives it to right field. That's as good an approach as you're going to see.
Into the box now, Kyle Waldrop, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one.
Well, he's thrown a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters he's faced, so that's a pretty good percentage because we're into the middle innings right now.
Squared that one up just a little late. Here's the 0-2. High and deep to right center field. Jones going back, still going back. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. Into the box now, Zach Kozart. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, his swing definitely broke down a little bit last time. He got way underneath the ball. It'll be interesting to see if he can make that adjustment and stay on top of the ball here.
And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Yeah, kind of a late decision to swing there. Even if he hits that thing, that might just be a routine fly to right.
And he falls behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 left for Cincinnati. They're down 2-1. The pitcher, Darren James, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here.
Textbook sack situation here, guys.
And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. Only plays to first, so the pitcher does his job as it's a successful sacrifice.
And with your pitcher at the plate, you always like it when he can get that bunt down on the very first pitch. Not only do you let him get back to the dugout and rest up just a little bit, but you also keep that momentum going. And that's a nice job right there.
Homer Bailey will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
First offering on its way. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. But this is foul for the first strike. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
Going out now.
And he missed with it. It's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out.
Now, he was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Here's Billy Hamilton standing in. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory.
I got it. Ball.
And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
The batter, number 9, second baseman
Jose Peraza will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
Very weakly on the ground. That winds up foul for the second strike. That's popped up out towards short right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Reds are down in. Joey Votto will stride in as he'll lead things off here in the Cincinnati sixth.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
In need of a quick inning here, but he starts this one with a ball. It's 1-0. For that man right there, just the one run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
Nope, that's a ball.
3-0 now.
And all of a sudden, he's looking a little jittery out there to start the sixth.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the sixth.
And that's what I'd call an intelligent at-bat right there. It's good knowledge of the strike zone, and more importantly, of how the home plate umpire calls the strike zone. Got himself a leadoff walk.
Ken Williamson will stand in now. He's singled and struck out in 2 trips.
Counts 1-0.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1.
Just because he's thrown 5 straight balls doesn't make this an automatic take, especially if we're a guy in this part of the lineup.
Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Cubs have someone working in their bullpen now as a right-hander's begun to get loose. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He just can't buy a strike right now. This ball's just not going where he wants it to.
The count is 3-1.
And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now.
Yeah, taking all the way right there. You better be taking 3-0 after he walked the previous guy.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out. So stepping in, Scott Schebler, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
0-1.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1.
And here's where the Reds need that one key hit that's been avoiding them.
Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. 0-2 now.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. A swinging bunt out in front of the plate. And he indeed takes only the out at first as the runners move to second and third with 1 away now. Adam Duvall will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
Kind of interesting to see how he's going to respond to this situation that he's worked himself into.
Yeah, he hasn't found himself in too many tough spots, but he's got one now.
1 away. 1 away.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Tried to get him to chase the curveball away, but it breaks outside. 2-2 now. He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Well, you know it's just the 6th inning, but you kind of get the sense that they need to come up with something here. So that could be a really costly strikeout.
Hey, get ahead right here.
Kyle Waldrop will dig in now. A single and a fly out for him in 2 trips thus far.
And you know, I think he's had a good approach in each of his first 2 at-bats. He seems to be seeing the ball well and putting some decent swings on it.
And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
That's a ball.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
Trying to hold the lead. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Now with 2 strikes, boy, if he could come up with back-to-back punch-outs, wouldn't that be something?
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Pulled toward right center field. Jones on the move. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. A couple of walks, but no damage. On to the back third tonight. Stick around on the show. Darren James will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time.
Yeah, and he's already shown that he can get the job done once, so I have to expect that he's going to try and lay down another one right here.
Come on, kid. See and drop.
Bailey pauses. Here comes the first pitch. And they'll indeed have the pitcher squaring around as he puts this one down. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection.
Yeah, this has been a low-scoring game so far, so not a...
And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game award. But what do you say we go ahead and give it to the man who shut the door out of the pen?
Yeah, it's nice to have someone...